This is the Emotional Vocabulary Series by Duenas. Today we will be addressing the topic of measuring self-worth, understanding your true value. Is your self-worth determined by success, wealth, or approval from others? Self-worth goes beyond external validation. It's the foundation of confidence, resilience, and emotional well-being. But how do we truly measure self-worth in a world that constantly pushes us to prove ourselves? Introduction. Self-worth is the internal sense of one's value and dignity, independent of external achievements, validation, or social status. Determines how people view themselves, set boundaries, and navigate challenges. Many struggle with measuring their self-worth due to societal pressures, past traumas, or self-criticism. Understanding and nurturing self-worth leads to greater confidence, emotional resilience, and healthier relationships. Developing an emotional vocabulary around self-worth helps individuals recognize when their perceptions of value are based on external validation rather than intrinsic self-respect. Definitions. Layman's definition. Self-worth is the belief in one's own value and deservingness of love, respect, and happiness. Clinical definition. Self-worth is a core psychological construct related to self-esteem, self-efficacy, and emotional well-being, influencing identity, motivation, and resilience. Self-worth versus self-esteem. Self-worth, unconditional belief in one's value. Self-esteem, fluctuating confidence based on achievements or social feedback. Perception and expression. A sense of inner security and confidence. Ability to set healthy boundaries without guilt. Resilience in failure and rejection. Practicing self-care without feeling selfish. Origins. Psychological and evolutionary background. Self-worth is influenced by early childhood experiences, parental validation, attachment style, societal messages about success, appearance, and status, internalized beliefs from past relationships and experiences, biological mechanisms. Serotonin and self-worth. Higher serotonin is linked to positive self-image. Cortisol and stress response. Chronic low self-worth leads to higher stress. Neuroplasticity. Negative thought patterns can be rewired into self-affirming beliefs. Effects. Effects on psyche. Healthy self-worth enhances emotional stability and confidence. Low self-worth leads to self-doubt, anxiety, and depression. Effects on daily life. Determines career choices, relationships, and personal goals. Affects risk-taking, decision-making, and self-care. Effects on family and friends. Healthy self-worth fosters balanced, reciprocal relationships. Low self-worth can lead to people-pleasing or toxic relationships. Effects in the workplace. Individuals with strong self-worth set boundaries and advocate for themselves. Low self-worth leads to overworking, imposter syndrome, or fear of failure. Effects on freedom. High self-worth provides freedom from external validation, fear of rejection, and self-doubt. Measuring self-worth. External versus internal measures of self-worth. Unhealthy external measures. Achievements, believing worth depends on career, money, or social status. Approval from others, feeling valuable only when liked. Comparison, measuring success against others. Healthy internal measures. Intrinsic values. Knowing one's worth is independent of circumstances. Self-compassion. Treating oneself with kindness in failure. Emotional resilience. Ability to bounce back from setbacks. Integrity and authenticity. Living according to personal values. Self-worth assessment questions. Do I believe I am valuable even when I fail? Do I set boundaries without guilt? Do I treat myself with the same kindness as I do others? Am I comfortable being alone without feeling unworthy? Challenges and mental health. Low self-worth leads to people-pleasing, self-sabotage, and emotional dependence. Over-identification with success leads to burnout and performance anxiety. Social media and unrealistic standards contribute to self-worth struggles. Common self-worth issues. Perfectionism, feeling never good enough. Fear of rejection, tying worth to others' opinions. Self-sabotage, undermining opportunities due to low belief in success. Management and mitigation. Ways to build self-worth. Practice self-compassion. Talk to yourself as you would a friend. Challenge negative self-talk. Reframe, I'm not good enough, to, I'm learning and growing. Set boundaries. Recognize that saying no is an act of self-respect. Detach self-worth from external achievements. Recognize that value is inherent, not earned. Therapeutic approaches. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, restructures negative self-perceptions. Self-affirmation practices, reinforces internal self-worth. Mindfulness and self-acceptance exercises, encourages self-kindness and presence. Conclusion. Self-worth is not something earned, it is inherent. While achievements and external validation can boost confidence, true self-worth comes from self-acceptance, resilience, and authenticity. By shifting from external validation to internal self-respect, individuals can cultivate lasting confidence, healthier relationships, and emotional freedom. The true measure of self-worth is how you see yourself when no one else is watching. This was the topic of measuring self-worth. Understanding Your True Value from the Emotional Vocabulary series, by Duenas.